Let's go through this first question. So it says select all values of x that make the given statement true. And we have our equation, so negative 9x squared equals negative 225. So the first thing I noticed is that we have an x squared involved in this problem, and that means I'm eventually going to have to take the square root. The one thing to keep in mind whenever we are solving using the square root is that has to be the last step. So your square root is like the very last thing you do when the only thing that you have to get rid of is that little 2, is the square. So that means that I need to get rid of this negative 9 first. And negative 9 and x are squished together, which means they are being multiplied. So I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by negative 9. And so you can do that in a calculator. I'm going to do that in mine because I'm not quite sure what that is. And negative 225 divided by negative 9 gives me a positive 25. So I am left with x squared equals a positive 25. And so now all I have left to get rid of is the squared, is the little 2. And so now I can do the square root. That's when I want to do it, is when there's no number out in front. All I have left is the square root. And so I'm going to square root both sides. And this cancels, leaving me with x equals. And remember, whenever we take the square root, we have 2 answers. And so if I type the square root of 25 in my calculator, it will tell me that the answer is 5. However, we are smarter than our calculators, and we know that we have 2 answers, the positive and the negative version. So our answers are both positive and negative 5. And so when you check all that apply, you should make sure you have both positive and negative 5 for your answer. And that's all.